There are a lot of positive effects of marijuana, but we need to always keep the effects of side effects, positive effects, negative effects. We want to be careful with how we judge these qualities, because the quality of marijuana itself has a particular nature. That nature is hot and somewhat poisonous, so it's going to affect different people in different ways. Are there positive uses of marijuana? Definitely, but those uses always have to be responsible. It's very important to make a distinction, a clear distinction between what is abuse and what is use of marijuana. Also, what is the medical use of marijuana? These things are very important to keep in mind. So there are positive uses of marijuana. Marijuana is medicine, or it can be used as a medicine. I think it should be used as a medicine if it is used. And those qualities will affect people differently. That's the main thing to keep in mind. So marijuana could be positive for you if you have a condition that is the opposite of the nature of marijuana. This is the basis of how traditional medicine systems work. Traditional medicine systems are actually allopathic in nature, which means use opposites to treat. So if you have something that we would consider to be a cold condition, particularly a cold and damp condition, marijuana can be very good. This is one of the reasons why there's some research now, according to the viewpoint of Chinese medicine. They're doing research on marijuana and tumors, how it affects tumors. Well, what are tumors? In terms of Chinese medicine, tumors, we say, are condensations of cold and wetness. So it makes sense that marijuana would be able to treat something like that. And there are also a number of other positive effects for treating things like nausea. And it's very good for stimulating the appetite. And it's also the number one use of it is for pain. Pain is the number one use for marijuana, at least medically. And a lot of people do use it. But we want to always keep in mind, well, sure, it's good for those things, but what are the undesirable effects? What are the side effects? And again, depending on who you are, what your psychology, what your physiology is, it may or may not work for you. But the most important thing of all is always to balance the marijuana with other substances so that it becomes a neutral entity in your system. That way you get the most out of the marijuana itself, and you want to enhance the positive effects and diminish the negative ones. That's always what we're doing in Chinese medicine. Marijuana is no exception.